Sir, I'll get those reports done tonight. But sir, I had other plans this evening. Yes, sir, I understand how important this could be to my career. Well, I'm sure I can rearrange some things. Yep, they'll be on your desk by 5, sir. Of all the nerve, him telling me I don't appreciate opportunities. If he'd promote me when he was supposed to, I wouldn't have to. Hey, Janet, it's Ken. Something's come up and I have to work late. I know, again. No, I really do want to have this drink. It's just difficult. Well, maybe we could reschedule for... Maybe not. I'm sorry, I didn't order. Why not? It's been one of those days. Oh, I'm sorry, could you not
Of
sit
course,
here?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm just expecting someone.
A lady friend?
Pardon?
Sorry, just guessing.
No, I actually just had to cancel with a lady friend.
Oh, that's a shame.
Tell me about it, for work of all things.
Well, sometimes work does.
I've worked for the same company for over 25 years and they've never promoted me. But do I complain? No. I'm just a sap to call in work late nights and weekends.
That sounds stressful.
It is when your boss is screwing your ex-wife to boot.
My God.
I'm sorry, I don't know why I told you all that.
That's okay. I understand how stressful the corporate world can be. I used to be a central part of it.
Really?
I mean, I look it now, but yes, I was a powerhouse at one time.
So what happened? Oh.
Yes. Once it was my worst enemy, these days it's my best friend. My favorite.
Yeah, they have an uncanny knack for guessing that here.
So, no lady friend, then what brings you here?
I got this letter saying a guy could...
Change your life in ways you didn't know were possible?
Yeah, how did you...
I got the same letter.
How odd.
You don't think my life needs changing?
Well, what I mean is, you always hear rumors of these things happening, or you see it in movies, but you never imagine it happening to you.
No, I suppose not.
So, what do you want to change?
Well,
God, I am so late! Okay, I'm here. Show me the money. Oh, I'm so clearly in the wrong room.
You got a letter saying a guy could change your life?
Duh, why would I be here otherwise?
Then take a seat.
oh, my favorite!
So, you both got letters too?
Yeah, apparently we all want to change our lives.
I definitely do.
Oh, how so?
Look, no offense, but I'd rather talk to the guy in charge.
Well, if he takes much longer, I'm gonna have to go. I've already eaten half my lunch break.
You would leave the chance to change your life for work?
Look, we don't even know if this thing is real. For all we know, this could be someone's weird idea of a joke.
Oh, I assure you, this is no joke, Mr. Rexon. I am terribly sorry to have kept you waiting, but unfortunately, things of this nature take a while to put together.
Things of what nature?
All in good time. Thank you, Monique. Ah. Perfect.
Sorry, but who are you?
Of course, I am terribly sorry. I'm Samara Deal. Oh, I can see you've got my letters. Very good.
Yeah, so how are you going to change our lives?
Patience, my dear.
Look, I know you may be wanting to give a sense of theatrics to all this, but I have to get back to
Work? Oh, Kenneth. The loyal corporate worker. You've devoted nearly half your life to that company, and where has it gotten you? No promotion, no raise, no bonus.
Yeah, all right, I get it.
And yet you continue to work for a boss who is perfectly happy to screw your wife.
Ex-wife.
And tell your children what a failure you are.
Wait, how do you know all this?
Why, that's my business. Knowing people who need a second chance in life and helping them achieve that.
Ooh, do me next.
Jennifer Henderson, only daughter of investment banker Marcus Henderson. Apple of her father's eye, or at least it used to be that way.
Why? What happened?
That stupid cow Naomi. That's what happened.
She poisoned your father's mind against you. Everything you said or did, it was never good enough.
She never liked me.
And before you knew it, you were on the outside of the gates you'd once called home.
Daddy wouldn't believe me about her.
How could he? When you had such an opponent, a snake who slithered his way into his ear, his heart, and his bed.
Ew! I don't need to think about that.
My apologies. And now you're forced to wander alone, no family to love you and treat you the way you deserve to be treated.
I hate her.
No one could blame you for that. Oh, Jane. Dear Jane. You were very much the corporate giant once upon a time.
Not anymore.
But anyone could see that was not your fault.
They could.
Of course. You only need to look at Ken to see how stressful that world could be.
Well, it was pretty stressful.
It was only natural that you sought solace at the end of a horrible day by treating yourself to a glass of wine.
It did help me to unwind.
But your husband and children could never understand, could they?
No.
I mean, let's be honest. All your husband had to do was stay up and look out for the house all day. You're the one who went out to work. It's not as though he had young children to take care of.
Kids were basically at school by the time I went back to work.
And yet all he did every day was nag and nag about how much you drank when you brought every penny into that house.
Yeah, I did.
So
While this is a very fun game of who's who, why are we here?
Oh, a man straight to the point. I like it. I am a being of certain abilities, and every few years I like to take people who've been mistreated or undervalued and give them a second chance at life.
Oh, really?
Yes,
And can you prove these abilities?
certainly. If you would open your wallet or purse, you will see that there's a check in there for $1,000.
My God.
So you really can't?
Yes, I can. May I continue now?
Yes, of course.
If you sign these contracts, I will be able to erase your original lives from history and allow you to live the life you deserve.
Life we deserve.
A life full of all the wealth you could ever want. Never answering to anyone.
Really?
Certainly.
You could do that?
For you, Ken, I could give you a life of power and respect. You would be the one calling the shots. That's what you want, isn't it?
Well,
A beautiful life, free of guilt, a life with no nagging voice, where you can just be.
That does sound...
All the money I want? Where do I sign?
Now, my dear, I would be remiss if I didn't tell you that there were certain conditions that came with this deal.
What a surprise.
Well, you understand, I am giving you all what you desire most from life. It is only natural that I get something in return. Don't you agree?
I suppose...
Depends on what?
Well, it's quite simple, really. By erasing your old lives from history, I would ask to take the souls of those in those lives with it.
So you'd kill everyone we know.
Not kill, per se. They simply never would have existed in the first place.
So, my father?
Our children.
Our friends.
Precisely.
Are you crazy? Why would we agree to that?
Once the deal is done, you never would have known they existed in the first place.
We wouldn't.
No. The holes filled by your original lives would be sealed, and you would have no memory of them. Not even of this deal.
But they're still people.
People. People like your stepmother, who cast you out of the house, and the father that wouldn't listen to you,
Well,
and those so-called friends who turned you away when you needed a place to stay. You would sacrifice your one chance at wealth beyond your dreams for them.
You're right. This is a great deal.
Jennifer, this is your father you're talking about.
If he actually cared about me, I wouldn't be here.
I do understand your reservations, Jane.
You do?
Of course. There are some people who don't take my deal.
Well, you can understand that.
I didn't think you'd be one of them.
You didn't.
Jane. You spent your adult life supporting a husband and family, and where did it get you?
Well,
Your husband drove you to the drink that got you in the accident, that lost you your husband and your career.
But
And how did your children thank you? Did they come to love and support you as children should?
no.
No. They walked away from you, called you a killer, said they never wanted to speak with you again.
Your kids did that? Harsh.
Precisely. You deserve more than that, Jane. You deserve a life free of guilt, a life where you can just be you.
I suppose.
All this is very interesting, but what exactly do you get out of being so generous?
Yes, of course, Ken. You've always had a shrewd mind.
You're not answering the question.
Well, I'm a collector of sorts. And everything. Souls are very hard to come by at the best in times, and being able to pull several out of existence at once, well, it's an opportunity I can't afford not to take.
So you'd have our family's souls.
But that's the beauty of it, Ken. They wouldn't be your family. They wouldn't even be people you knew. You'd have a new life. A new wife, maybe.
Really?
Well, how you choose to live your new life is up to you. But I think a seat of power like you could have all sorts of gorgeous women to your arm.
That sounds... But this is crazy! Are we really gonna sacrifice our family and friends for this new life?
I am.
There is one more piece of fine print, my dear. This deal is an all-for-one offer. Unless you all agree to sign, there is no deal. And there is a penalty.
What?
When you RSVP'd on your letters, you agreed to the penalty terms. It was all in fine print.
Wait, you mean this tiny little print at the bottom?
That's it.
But this is impossible to read.
That's what makes it fine print.
We didn't know.
According to what you signed, you did.
So, what is this penalty?
Well, unless you all agree to sign and live out the lives you deserve, I take your souls as replacements.
What?
Hey, I am being exceptionally generous here. I am offering the things you desire most in life, the things you have been denied by the people in your lives as they stand.
What?
And you would sacrifice that dream life and your own souls for the sake of who? Bosses who screw you over, children who abandon you, fathers who cast you out. Is this really a complicated decision?
sacrificing my life for that stupid cow Naomi. Ken?
How could you just sacrifice your father like that?
He sacrificed me for her. I'd say it's only fair. I can't believe after everything you've been put through, you're actually on the fence on this.
You don't understand. You don't have children.
Apparently.
Neither do you. Excuse me.
Well, think about it. They left you when you needed them, and all you've done is look after them your whole life.
Well,
I mean, say what you want, but that seems selfish to me.
but they...
If I had a mother like you, I'd have been there as long as you needed me. That's what good kids do.
Pass me the pen.
Ken.
I've already sacrificed most of one life to a wife who no longer loves me and children who don't appreciate or respect me. I'm not doing it for one more day.
Excellently put, Ken. And then there was one.
Just sign it.
You've been unhappy for so long, Jane.
Well,
We deserve a life of being happy, don't we?
I know.
You know it's true.
Well, partly, yes.
There's no partly about it.
Do you really want to die for kids who don't give a crap about you?
And a husband who nagged you.
Please, I just need a minute.
This is an easy decision.
Live a life for you for a change.
What's it going to be, Jane? Tick-tock.